Welcome back with another one from Fun Factory here. Today we're going to do something a little out of the ordinary. Nothing with bikes. Well, I got a bunch of them. Got projects to work on. But it's like the nicest day I've ever experienced in December. So we're going to take this thing out. Let's do it. We have all the projects in the world stacked up here in the garage, but gotta work around things sometimes. We are doing this out. That's a nice out. Definitely some ice on the water here, but just gonna give it a go. Gotta walk around the block a little bit. Get in the sand over here. It's gonna be cold. Better get the watch turned on too.
Latest December canoe ride ever, I bet.
Don't want to take a cold bath, but let's see how it goes here. I'm testing out a bunch of kind of new setups. Doing in the saddle in the meantime. Trying to figure out if this is a good setup. I want to figure out if the headset, or you guys are out mounted on my head right now. I want to figure out if that's a good plan of attack for a lot of videos, or if it's not. I don't know if you guys can see through the water, but now the weeds have died off significantly. This is the end of December here, actually the 29th. And if I fall in, it's going to be cold, but at least it's not weedy. Now, I'm on a lake here in central Minnesota, so it's this is super abnormal, like so abnormal that we don't have ice right now. But who's to say this isn't awesome also? Out here paddling. That was 4 days of rain, not yesterday, but the day prior to that ended 4 days of rain. And that's the only reason why this is open, besides these wonderful animals over here that you're seeing. We got a bunch of ducks, and then we have geese that fly in. Coming south, migrating, and they really keep this lake open basically, you know, much later than others around here. I think they just kind of land in here and keep the water open for a significant amount of time. So kind of cool in that fact anyways. And, well, it's definitely a little brisk out here, but I forgot to grab the temperature on the way out. I'll fill you in on the end of the video here, but we got the ducks are flying. Love it. People like to feed them around here, so they have to get up off of the lake and cross the road, and they get hit all the time too, which is kind of sad to see, but I guess, you know, life and death, part of life, part of living. Now, if I could, we would go through this channel here. You see us coming up on that. I'm kind of looking at it right now here. And I'm kind of a newbie when it comes to canoeing, but I've been doing it for a couple years. And if you're going to give me crap on my canoeing techniques, well, feel free to do so. But also, tell me how to do it better. But these are two lakes actually connected, and on this side over here it's actually frozen still, and there's a swan I saw in a local forum. There's a swan posted up in the middle out here and hasn't moved for a while, so maybe you can see him through there. What the heck is that thing? Oh, there's actually a couple through there. I don't know if the camera's pointing just right or not, but I don't want to get into the ice. This is actually my North Star Northwind solo canoe. I picked up because I live pretty close to the lake here, and it's been a great canoe, nice and light. My dog makes it flip-flop from one side to the next, but it is what it is, I guess. And that side's pretty frozen over still. So I got a fisherman up here. Let's go see what he's up to. You can hear the ice sliding over itself. Kind of cool. Hello. How you doing? I'm doing all right. A beautiful day. Yeah. Are you you're not fishing, are you? What? Oh, cool. Well, good luck in your hunt. Thanks. He seems like a nice guy. Oh, so if you look, I don't know, up in this tree here, it's a bald eagle. And we actually have two of them on this lake that kind of post up right between the two lakes, between the lakes and the little channel there. And they're always out here fishing. And then when there's ice and the fishermen leave anything, they're out here, you know, just to catch those fish that they leave behind on the ice. But they're always out fishing. And I think this is a good time to switch back to the helmet and the hat cam. This one's on the chest here, but it is what it is. I don't know. So naturally, as you get a little too close, they get frightened. And well, that was the tree that he was in. On zone now. But we got some paddling to do. Hopefully, a little bit of fun discussion was beneficial. Getting to know me possibly, and it'd be nice to hear from some of you a little bit more often. I got a couple comments on some of my videos, but really nothing. I think it was just 2 now. So I'm trying out this YouTube thing while I'm between jobs and see if I can't get a little bit of a following and at some point maybe get monetized, but who knows. It's all just for fun. Here in central Minnesota at the end of December, the 29th, canoeing around the lake. There was a news story just recently about somebody out water skiing. Just ridiculous. Oh, here goes the swan. Kind of looking at him. Hopefully you can see him. Zoom it in, of course, too, but there was one of the two. There's a bunch on the other side, but... So back to this lake, it usually freezes over, but it's usually later than the other side to the channel. And, the reason being is all those birds land in here and keep it open. So it's really just the deep end that stays open usually, a little bit later than the rest. So we're coming up on that point. And so the deep end in this lake is kind of over this way along this far side. It hooks a little this way and there's a couple holes, but there's a peninsula that hooks off kind of from over towards this side. And then, I don't know if you know this lake, throw out a comment, and it'd be cool if you knew what it was, but I bet none of you will. I don't really have a big enough following for people to be recognizing where I'm at yet. So, kind of cool though. Just really don't want to take a cold bath today. That's the plan. And I'm in jeans and tennis shoes, sweatshirts. It'd be cool to come up a little bit closer on some of these birds. Got a garbage truck rolling through the neighborhood over here, kind of loud. And then we got a freeway over there on the far side of the lake. Maybe you can see the cars traveling. Throw in a zoomie right there. Pretty awesome to be doing this at the end of December. It's one thing I kind of wanted to try out. I know I'm talking quite a bit, but I wonder if there'd be any following and just, you know, I know it's kind of sad, but people that are hung up and maybe stuck in the hospital or stuck at home. I wonder if they'd watch videos of just kind of people getting out and just adventuring. Maybe not so much discussion, but it's fine too, I imagine. But if you're stuck and you're one of those outdoorsy type people, and you like to hike and paddle and get on the lake and adventure, got some flyers here. I wonder if that would be something that people would watch. I can't imagine it's in big, huge quantities like Mr. Beast throwing out videos that get 25 million views in 20 hours or whatever, but I wonder if that'd be something that people would like and watch, actually. Fishing with Tony. Was it Fishing with Tony? An older gentleman that got spotted. He had like no followers and no views for a long time. And then somebody on Facebook or Instagram or whatever posted his link, and now he's got huge quantities of followers. Kind of awesome that can happen nowadays, just through, not necessarily discussion, but shared on social media and kind of changed the guy's life. It'd be cool to have happen at some point. If I could just make videos for the rest of my life, 1 or 2 a week, maybe 3, make some shorts, do some cool stuff, what fun would that be? Not have to go to work every day, sit at a desk, do manual labor. Here I am just rambling. If you're stuck with us this far, I don't know, this is crazy. It would be such a cold bath if I tipped. But I haven't tipped in a long, long while. And this canoe's pretty stable. I don't know if you know Northwind, or North Star Northwind solo canoes. Got a big bottom. I'm not a small man by any means. 220 on a good day. And there's our watch saying we went 2,500 so far, I think. I'm not trying to paddle fast. We're just out here enjoying the beautiful weather. Trying to dodge the ice so I don't ruin my canoe, but pretty awesome stuff. Just beautiful. Just beautiful out. There they go. Wow. Scared them. Can't get very close to those organisms. Well, we got some ice, thin layers, sheets that kind of slide over, but I'm in the open big area. Pretty fun stuff. Now, how do I shorten all this content? I go around this a number of times throughout the summer. I go around both lakes and it's about 7 miles, but since the other lake is frozen through the channel, I'm clearly not going that way. Just don't want to crunch up into any of the ice. But maybe someone will see me out here and get a little giggle. That'd be fun. I'm still wearing my chest mount and it feels weird. It's kind of squeezing my body. I don't really wear normally tight things around my chest ever. Kind of funky. I have a feeling that you can kind of see everything from being mounted on my head. Even my mistakes, where I was out here one day, and I haven't done it yet today, but I was out here with the dog in my canoe, and this one, I believe, had a number throughout the years. He kind of got me rolling from side to side and freaking out. He was younger at this point. My dog Helix. Did a short about him a couple weeks back. What a beautiful dog. Everybody always comments on his looks. So we were out here paddling, and he got the boat to rocking a little bit, and he's jumped out once when he was a little puppy. We were in, my dad and I were canoeing in separate canoes, and he jumped out into a swampy area that we were in. And what a terror that was. I had to paddle canoe up next to him and try to rip him out of the water. This was maybe 2 summers ago now, where I was out here on this specific lake even. And it was a little windy, a little choppy, and he got the boat rocking. And my storytelling skills are really showing here and getting sidetracked. And lost the paddle. I had to use my hands to slowly paddle towards the paddle as it was rolling away from me. What a hilarious story. Just imagine a guy out here with his dog, clearly lost his paddle, just kind of stuck in place almost. What do we got over here? Something on the ice? Smaller? Oh, in the water. That's either a muskrat or something playing in the water. Way up there. I think you might be able to see them. Might be, anyone know the name of those ducks? They're very migratory. They go way up north and way down south, and they're definitely ducks. They're smaller than like a normal wood duck, but they're mostly black, and they have a little bit of white on their head and a little tiny on their sides, I believe, sometimes, and maybe their chest. Let's see if we can't sneak up on this one. Try to figure out what it is. December paddle. Let's check that out. Where is he at? Right about in there somewhere. I'm not popping up just yet. Where'd you go? Come on. Oh, right there. So just under that second flag to the right. What the heck is that? Oh, we got some nice chunks. Got a big horn, right? Gonna try to keep it interesting somehow. Just crack ice. Oh no! We got some dodging to do. Iceberg! Iceberg ahead! That little one we're not so worried about. That bigger one there in the sun. I bet you this is gonna be just some garbage footage going right towards the sun. I gotta work on my cinematography skills. What is it? Right there. Come on, come back up. Yeah. Some of the ice just looks so crazy when it crunches up on itself. But yeah, I gotta work on my cinematography skills, putting videos together that are interesting, visually pleasing. And I don't think staring into the sun. I don't have sunglasses on right now, so this is pretty not a great idea. But if I hook around and maybe go across instead, then I maybe will never have to go straight into it, which is beneficial to say the least. And third. Just a beautiful day. Freaking end of December. I can't get over this. I asked a friend if he wanted to paddle around the lake, and well, he didn't respond in time, but he'll see my Strava possibly and be like, what the heck? Paddling in December? And that's definitely ice, so we got some more dodging to do. If you look, you can see the flat spots. Oh, look, we're going right into one. But you can barely hear it. The spots where it looks like it almost levels out. Beautiful houses on these two lakes too. I wish I had one directly on the water, but no can do. I had big dreams when I moved here 3 years ago, right before kind of bad COVID, that I would come out, swim in the lake every morning, which has not happened but once. So I was out here swimming one day with some triathletes, and of course I got cheer bites all over, which just sucked. And ever since then, that was this year, earlier this spring, in the summer, and it did not go well. With the chigger bites anyways. A little easier to talk with the camera. Maybe hopefully you don't have too much wind noise, but a little easier to talk. And maybe I won't have to edit all this out as long as my paddling skills aren't too terrible. Easier to talk when you're not in front of the camera, that's for sure. I wonder how long our film is so far. This one is, they were just building it this summer. Looks like they're still wrapping it up. Some nice homes, both being put in and some older ones. Can you see down through there? I can kind of. We've got, some glare, this cloud strip here, but the weeds up here get pretty bad, and then I think we have zebra mussels now also. Invasive species are great until they're not, or if people bring them in on purpose. So shitty. Look at that, they're coming in. Can you see them? Gotta try to dodge the ice again. Oh, look, they kind of hooked over, so they're gonna land over by home. Nope, they're not coming this way, that's for sure. And clearly, if you think this is boring, I'm probably having a lot more fun than you, sharing stories and engaging with the water and nature. Working on those cinematography skills, And we're kind of coming to the point. You can see up ahead, got those ducks flying out, staring right into the sun without sunglasses. And I'm gonna have to hook a right here pretty soon. Just glass. Don't look too close at the water tower, that'll give it away maybe, but I bet you it's too blurry for you to see. I don't know if any of you can tell, but I don't have the best camera in the world. I will say, that this camera that I'm using right now on top of my head is ultra small. Maybe you want to put this one in the comments, guesstimate
That's what she said.
what we have. It's very small, and I'm pretty sure it's the first iteration of its being. Not really, it's not the first one ever made. Not the first model. But it's got a wide angle lens, and it's waterproof, so here we are. I also have my cell phone on me. What a poor choice that was. I think the head mount's gonna win. You know, guesstimate the camera. Throw your guess on the camera in the comments. Guesstimate the city if you haven't already spotted it. Maybe. I'm gonna have to make a new folder. It's gonna have to be adventures or hikes. Adventures, hikes, and water. My videos aren't stacking up all that crazy fast, but I like to keep things a little organized. If you're one of those people hunting out for videos, you know, I try to keep everything at least a little fun. What a freaking beautiful day. This reminds me when I was little. You know, this temperature right here, it's not cold, a little windy, I'll say that, but it's not cold. I can feel it on my ears, just a little. When I was younger, early spring, when you would still get frozen, you go out and you jump in the ice and try to crack it. Never on an actual lake, but in puddles in the roads and stuff. And that reminds me of this, kind of. Oh, missed it. I'm getting a little bit of water in the canoe here. We're gonna see if we can't get through here. I don't know if you can see it, but definitely got ice here and right there. But I'm thinking that's two separate sheets. And it is. We're good. Got the launch over here. Hopefully the sun is blurring out that city up there on that water tower. Don't zoom in. My wide angle lens is probably gonna catch it. What a freaking beautiful day. Hopefully this isn't garbage content. I don't know, I feel like there's quality in just some quiet paddling, so I'm gonna try to stay quiet the rest of the paddle here. Of course, if you don't like it, you're welcome to stare at those geese coming in. Nope, can't stare at that the whole time. You're welcome to fast forward, of course. Here's another chunk. Oh, we hit it. And we gotta go way over there where that garbage truck is moving. We're going right for some ice, and I'm too lazy to go around. Nice and thin ice, though. Hopefully no more of that. The wind coming straight at us. Have you had enough solitude yet? Man. Coming up on this side of the lake where getting closer to home, and the ice is a little bit kind of stacked up on itself. It's crazy to think that, like on Mille Lacs, that ice stack pushes into people's homes that are on the lake almost even. Nobody's home is that close on this lake, that's for sure. I forgot another thing you can throw in the comments. Is the chest mount where you're at right now better? Or is the head mount better? Messing around with it. I've got a tripod and a little mini tripod too that I use for different things, but this I feel like there's too much business going on right in front of the camera. Sorry, back to solitude. Hard to stay in solitude when you see dead things. Is that an animal? Here. I'm sure that is a t-shirt or something. Can't tell. Well, if you're on the head mount, you could look further with me, but maybe just a stick in the ice. The helmet mount. A little bit nicer on the other side with the sun, that's for sure. Got some trees blocking it here, but still good temperature. Just the sun is always a pleasant thing, What other videos can I produce today before having to edit videos? A little bit of daylight left. I don't know. Is there still too much business going on right in front? If I drop my hands canoe lower, more pleasant. Can you tell I'm a noob to this? Tell me you know I'm a noob without telling me you know I'm a noob. I gotta go to the sand over there to get out because I'm not dealing with the ice. Iceberg. I was kind of thinking I was getting crazy person looks throughout my little paddle here. I only saw so many people, but I saw somebody canoeing in the middle of end of December. What is your deal? Are you okay? Not so elegant when you really don't want to get wet, but here we are. It'd be a little chilly if I slid into the water. Oh, eagle. You can see him up in the tree there. I'm not understanding where my finger's lining up, but right up there. One we probably saw earlier. Well, that's a wrap here. Let's get out of the water, get the canoe back home. How annoying is that? a little wet. Alright, if you had fun hanging out a little bit today, let me know. Hang out a little bit more. Get out, enjoy bikes, but also other things too.